Okay. Hi, my name is Lee Phillips. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a YouTube channel for ALS tips, I'm going to call them. My wife, as a matter of fact, yesterday was her 5th anniversary of her diagnosis of ALS. She was diagnosed at age 60. And we have dealt with a lot of things over the last 5 years, and I think we're going to deal with a lot more things over the next who knows how long. Most ALS people and most families taking care of ALS people don't really want to watch anything about ALS. So I'm not going to try and predict or tell you what ALS is or how you or your loved one is going to progress. What I want to do is just give you things that we have learned over the period that we've been dealing with the disease. And we've learned a lot of tricks. I've invented some things and figured out ways to do stuff. Nobody told us how to do the stuff. Yeah, we go to the ALS clinic every 90 days and they look at her and say, yep, guess she's got ALS still. Actually, the first time we went, they predicted somewhere between 18 months and 2 years for her life expectancy. And like I say, we're now at 5 years. We've done some things that we think prolonged her life and made the quality of life a lot better. And I'll talk about some of those things as well. They may or may not work for you. I don't know. ALS is different in each person. That's the problem. I think we'll talk about some research that's being done. I think they're actually getting pretty close to determining what ALS is, how to prevent it. The problem is they don't really know how to stop it. But I truly do believe that it can be prevented and that you can at least prolong the individual's life and make their quality of life better. And with the things that we're going to talk about, just things that we've come across, then hopefully we can make your life a little easier too. I would encourage you to submit videos to us at the website, and let's see if we can build a database basically of this is the problem that an ALS person faces, this is how we solve it. Like I said, we go to the ALS clinic and they haven't given us most any of this stuff. They will give you a little device, a pen that you can write with, and they'll give you a clothes picker up or put her on her, and they'll do stuff like that. But we've learned a lot of lessons since we started. One of the first lessons is once you're diagnosed, immediately you apply for disability. And we didn't have all of the information, and we were applying right at the end of the month. And the interesting thing is we opened up the application for disability online, started to fill it out, and the next day, at the end of the month, we got a call from a guy from the Social Security office. And he said, I noticed that you put in your application and you didn't finish it. We need to get it done now, because if you go into the next day of the month, that means you're another month down the line before you can get your disability. And the actual disability payments don't kick in for, I think it's 6 months. It's a fair long time. So you need to get going on that. And we said, well, we don't know all of the answers to these questions. And he basically said, I don't care about it. Just give me your best shot. Get it in. And if you'll notice at the top of the application for disability, there are 2 boxes. One is, do you have renal failure? And the other one is, do you have ALS? After that, it's basically check the box and sign the bottom. If you have ALS, there is no question you are going to be disabled. It's got to be one of the worst diseases. It's commonly known in the medical industry as the worst diagnosis a human can get. And I don't mean to say that discouragingly, but you need to understand what you're dealing with. Our shrink that we were assigned when we first went in walks in and her opening line is, well, congratulations, you've got the worst diagnosis medical treatment can give somebody. And my wife Christy and I looked at each other and said, yeah, this is our shrink, huh? Okay, I don't need this kind of psychology, and we actually requested that we not see the shrink again. So everybody's different in that respect. I called up a friend whose son had been diagnosed with ALS, and he said, oh, we're going to fight it, we're going to work with it. And I said, no, you're not. This is one you don't fight. We can, like I say, I think prolong the life, and I think we can make the quality of life a lot better through some different means that we've worked with and found to be quite effective. So those are the things we're going to talk about. We're going to do a series of about 70 or 80 of these to begin with. And like I say, please give us your ideas as to how you think you can help your ALS patient and maybe pass that along to somebody else. I didn't find anything like this on the internet when I started out, and so I said, okay, we're going to do it. So this is Lee Phillips, and we're introducing our ALS YouTube channel.